Postcards from the bottom. Whatever happened to Jessica Lee Smith? I'm here at Mount Snow right now, and it's almost midnight, and I have not done anything for my father, really. And I know he understands, but, he deserves a lot more than that. It's just, the circumstances and everything that's happening. I know he understands, but still. So I want to play a song first that, if you've lost your father, or if you're very close with your father, you can imagine what it would be like to lose him. And, when he's your only friend in the world, it's life-changing. It's life-altering. And in my case, in a sense, I chose to die, really. I just chose to give up, and I just stayed with that, until I woke up, until I realized what was happening to me. And, the only thing I can say is, first let me play you this song, okay? It's a beautiful song. It's from the movie Yentl. It's called Papa, Can You Hear Me? It's about a yeshiva girl who is told that she can't learn and she can't go to school because she's a girl. And her father teaches her. It was back in the day. The father teaches her in private without telling anybody, because they would be frowned upon and she would be shunned by the society at that time, because girls just didn't do that. They got married and that was it. But Yentl wanted to learn. She had a lot of questions that she wanted to answer. Her father was a scholar. And that movie really touched me when I saw it, in a lot of different ways. And it was a love story, but it was also, a story about how this girl, even though there was a love story in there, it was really about her and her strength and her bravery and her, her total, non-acceptance of what society was telling her that she had to be. And it's really a beautiful story, but at this point in the movie, her father passes away, and suddenly, and she's destroyed by it, and I think it's after the funeral, and she goes out into the woods, and she lights a candle, and she sings this song. So I'm going to play this song, and then I'll just leave a short message for my dad tonight. Okay, hold on one second. Here it comes. Papa, can you hear me? For a second, it's hard when I'm on here, but I know no one's listening, so, Daddy, I'm sorry I'm late. I really don't have the words to say. I don't have any words to put on how I feel and what you mean to me. I'd move heaven and earth for you. You know that. I love you more than anything until the end of time. You live on, Daddy, You didn't just die like everybody else. Everything you taught me has lived in me and has helped me through very scary and terrible times. And I know you've seen that. I wish I could do so much more to write your name in the sky, so to speak, to make sure that you were never forgotten by anybody, because that's how special you are, Daddy. But it's very hard to describe someone like you to anybody else, even to your grandchildren. That's kind of the bitter part of knowing someone and loving someone as beautiful as you in every way. I thank God for you, Daddy. I'm so lucky that you are mine. And I only hope that in any way that there's something to be proud of about me. That you could feel like your life meant something because I learned from it. Even if it's all my mistakes and just me talking about you, I hope you know, Daddy. You're my everything. I don't care how much time that goes by. I don't care how old I get. I don't care how crazy people think I am. I'd do anything to show you that you live in my heart every day and nothing has changed. The world did not go on without you. I didn't go on without you. I took you with me, and you're with me here now. I came to your mountain because I wanted to feel close to you. I know you were with me, and that you were with me then when I was so afraid. When they did those things to me. I know you know that they almost killed me. You know what's happened to me, Daddy. You can see it. So, I hope life is about more than all the ways that I've failed, I feel terrible about the kids. I don't know how to take away the pain I'm feeling about the way they've been affected, and if it's all my fault, Just like my mother and Scott and Mom always said. I know you've seen the way I was treated by them, and I know you understand how I felt and why I spoke about it, and that's totally not like me. And I've lost my smile, Daddy, and I lost my song, and I lost everything when I lost you, because it was just so unfair that you had to lose all that time, that you were cheated, It's not about me, it's about you. And I know you said you lived, but there were so many beautiful things that I could have shared with you, that I could have given you, I could have showed you. And just like I said when you told me you would come back in my first child, I only wish that you are in one of my children, because, as I've said to you, I just want to give you the love that you didn't get from your own mother. You deserved that, and I hate that you didn't have that, because you were cheated out of that too. But I hope that my love is enough to make up for all of that and all the times you were hurt in your life, and the ways that you had to process the treatment you got by your mother and everything else, and how cruel the world was. And now I know why you used to say those things. It sounded very negative, although we always said you were a realist, because we believed that too. You were hurt too, Daddy. You were human, even though nothing ever hurt you. You're the only man I ever knew that didn't have an ego problem, that didn't have something to prove, that knew who you were. You were so incredible. You were so brilliant and beautiful and talented and everything else. You could have been anything you ever wanted to be, but you were everything you ever could have been, because you were the best father that ever walked this earth, the best person I've ever known in my whole life. And he was the best, the strongest, bravest, most beautiful in every way. I miss you, Daddy. I still miss you. They handicapped me. I'm not sure how to come out of it. That's why I need you so much. And I hope you see me making eternity circles for you. I do that because I want God to know that that's all I care about. I want to spend eternity loving you, and when I cross over to the other side, I want to be with you again, and the next lifetime, and again and again and again, just like I do with my kids. Whatever God chooses, I'll be your mother, I'll be your sister, I'll be, we're reincarnated as each other's relatives, just to love you, Daddy, because I I'll spend forever trying to tell you that I love you to death and to thank you for everything you ever did for me and everything you meant to me and every way that you took a chance and a risk for love, because you're so beautiful. Even if that was the only love I'll ever know, it was enough, because I love you to death. I miss you. That doesn't even put words on it. And there's a lot of people out there that feel the same about their fathers, you know. There'll never be anyone like you, Daddy. Stay close to me, because I'm just so afraid, you know, of what's ahead, you know. And it being alone when I'm so afraid like this of everything, and, you know, health and everything else. And what would happen to the babies. Please watch over us. Watch over my kids, please. Postcards from the bottom. I love you, Daddy. Nothing I ever say could ever do you justice, or do anything justice, or do what I feel justice. Until the end of time, which doesn't ever stop, in this lifetime and the next, forever. You're my hero, Daddy. You always will be. Postcards from the bottom.